Welcome back. We're talking with animal trainer Mary Green of Canine Manners and More to talk about some behavior problems or issues you may have been struggling with your dog. Mary, welcome back. You have a new guest with you today.
I do.
Huh?
We have 10 here today. We call her the understudy.
The understudy. Griffin's not here today, but 10 is here.
10 is here in his stead, yeah.
She's doing a good job filling in. So we got some questions for you like usual, so let's get started.
All right.
Our first one comes from Mike. Mike says, do you have any tips for keeping my dog off of the furniture? We tell him no, but he's athletic and can jump on the couch and other chairs.
Oh, I know, that's so funny because so many dogs do that, right? And they like elevation. I mean, most dogs like elevation. I have a strategy that has worked really well for me, and it's called pile on the Amazon boxes on your furniture. I've also used my laundry baskets and just made kind of a barrier for them. And if you can stick with that for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, really solid, then maybe he'll get out of that habit. But also, as you're doing that, train him to go like a really cushy dog mat, dog bed that's close by where the people are hanging out. Teach him to go that's his spot. Go to your mat, go to your spot, and see if you just can't break that habit.
Yeah, that way he doesn't destroy the furniture.
Exactly.
That'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel has our next question, and Rachel says, I have a Shorkie, and he likes to go on walks. The problem that I have is he will not poop on the grass. He was raised on a cement floor cage. How could I get him to poop on the grass?
You may not be able to, actually, and it's okay if he's doing his business on the sidewalk. You can still pick it up. You're going to pick it up anyway, whether it's on the grass or on the cement. You might, if he's potty pad trained, you might be able to take the potty pad outside and kind of transition him to using the grass. But in the huge scheme of things, it may not be the biggest worry. Usually a walk will kind of stimulate that need to go potty. So you might kind of maybe time your outside walks right after he's eaten, or shortly, maybe 30 minutes after he's eaten. See if you can't stimulate things to maybe move along.
Yeah, and those puppy pads do help a lot too.
Yes,
So
very much.
That is good.
10's on the prowl here.
Yeah. Our last question is from Carrie. And Carrie says, I'm worried that my puppy's playful biting could transition into real biting. How do you teach a puppy not to bite? So this is very common in puppies. They like to bite.
They're learning bite inhibition, and they're learning that, people, we have thin skin. We don't like to be bitten, and they might play rough with their litter mates, or they play rough with other pets, and they have to learn that we don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of licking either, 10, but that's okay. I always want to make a trade. If my puppy is sometimes they're just trying to engage with you and initiate play. So if they're really mouthing me or biting me, I can direct to a toy. Hey, how about we play with this, and we can play toys together or do something more interactive. And if it doesn't stop, I just disengage, get up, walk away. Take them outside, kind of distract them for that. But it is a natural process. They just have to go through all those stages of it.
Yeah, and the scary thing is those puppy teeth are super sharp.
Right? Yeah, they are. They're totally sharp.
Yep.
They can do some damage.
Yeah. So definitely a habit you want to get out of.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Mary, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And
My
10,
pleasure.
she did great.
She
had a lot of fun.
She had fun.
Well, if you have a question for Mary about training your dog, just send us an email at noonshow@griffin.news. Mary, thanks again.